Yes, hi everyone. Welcome to our today's presentation. My name is NGOIE. I will be presenting my project, especially this is a simulation. So I will be showing you how my project will be by simulating my results. So I will share my screen and we are going to start. Yeah, so this is my topic, the development of a secure IoT sensor networks framework using optimized link state routing box for smart city applications. My supervisor is Prof. Emmanuel Adetiba, and my co-supervisor is Prof. Marion Adebi. So in order to demonstrate how my proposed solution looks like, so I will be using two scenarios. This is the normal scenario, right? So the scenario B, this is going to be the improved solutions. So I'm going to build a secure layer on top of scenario A, right? So as you can see, this is how the design looks like. So this is Cisco Packet Tracer. This is the simulations also. It's also good when it comes to IoT projects. So this is a normal scenario. This is the scenario A. You can see here smart home, smart traffic, smart industry. You can see that we do have a fire detector, motion detector, webcam, light detector, smoke detector, and you can see routers or edge gateways. So those devices, those sensors are connected to edge gateways and to the server. So we do have a server here for monitoring whatever that is happening, and the laptop will allow us to access also. So the dashboard will be here. That will allow us to manage also sensors, and sometimes we can also use a phone, right? So this is the scenario A, but I won't gonna spend my time on this one based on the time that we do have. We have only 5 to 7 minutes. So I will go to scenario B, right? So this is my improved solutions, right? You can see that this is a smart city. We do have here two cities. We do have, no, it's one city. Basically, I just considered two streets. So I took like Durban Central. You can see Smith Streets and West Street. Those are two streets. And from those two streets, I did consider two edge gateways. Okay, let's say we do have two edge gateways. Those are the routers. And those two edge gateways are going to be used to connect sensors and our servers. You can see here, those are smart sensors. Means those sensors have microcontrollers incorporated and Wi-Fi components incorporated. So we do have like fire monitor, motion detector, smoke detector. Those are the sensors, and those sensors are connected to the edge gateway. And from the edge gateway, we can access them remotely and manage, right? So I can just click on smoke detector here. You can see how it looks like from the configuration side. I will say where is, okay, so I can take the fire monitor. This is the 11 one. Okay. So I'll just show you how from the configuration side, how it looks like. My laptop's a bit slow. Okay. So basically from the sensor side, what are the configurations that we need? So you can see here it is smart sensor. And when it comes to configurations, you can see that this is the IP for the edge gateway and the DNS server. The DNS server, this is the server that will be managing those sensors. And in order for the sensor, for this particular sensor to be controlled remotely, we need to connect the sensor to the server. And for connecting the sensor to the server, this is the IP address of the server, the username, and the password. And when you go to wireless, uh, in order for my sensors to be connected to the wireless or edge gateway, we need to precise the Wi-Fi name, the wireless name. This is Smart City 1. And we need to precise the IP address. No, we need to precise the password. So this is the password for the edge gateway. So the name of the edge gateway and the password. So this is how all those sensors are connected, right? So I'm sure that my explanation is very clear. So I do have two scenarios. So scenario A is the normal one, and scenario B, this is my proposed solutions. So I got smart sensors. Smart sensors have microcontrollers incorporated and wireless components incorporated. Those smart sensors are connected to the edge gateway. This is like a wireless router. And for them to be connected, they need to know the wireless name and the password. When they are connected, now they must also be connected to the remote server, the monitoring server. For them to be connected to the remote server, they need also to know the IP address of the server and the username and the password. And from the router side, from the edge gateway, what are the configurations that we need? So if we go from the edge gateway, you can see this is the edge gateway. You can see here my configurations. You need to precise the DNS. The DNS, this is the IP address of the server. You need to tell the router the DNS. You need to tell your edge gateway the DNS, because this is the one that's going to be given to sensors also. And from here, what else we need to do when it comes to our edge gateway? We need to precise the name of the edge gateway. And what else? And we did precise the password, right? So this is the password. Basically, from now, this is what we want, right? But basically, I will be adding more other configurations, right? For now, this is what we only need from our like edge gateway. Now, looking at what I'm looking at, where is my, okay. Looking at how the design looks like, right? You can see those two edge routers. I can show you their configurations, right? So when you go to router 0 for smart street edge gateway, this is the router 0. You can check the configurations, the way it's configured, maybe. So I suppose like I want to see some of the configurations for my router. Those are the configurations and so on, but I don't want to go further there. So now, what I'm going to show you now, okay, let's say this is the monitoring server. So when you're going to click there from the monitoring server, it will bring you here. So this is how from the monitoring server, you are going to see all your sensors. Your sensors are going to be displayed like here, you see? So all my sensors are here from my smart city monitoring server. So you can see there, I can do my configurations here. So I can even configure now the conditions. The condition is there. This is where I can configure the conditions. The conditions means like, so if maybe this happens, do this. Maybe if the temperature goes up, do this. Maybe if you detect someone is passing, do this. Maybe if you visualize something, do this. This is where to configure the conditions. But my main focus is on the routing protocols. So from here, what else? The final step, because we can detect like our sensors. Now, we can also now simulate in order to see the behavior of our network. So this is where now we are going to apply our metrics, like in terms of latency, speed, and so on. Those are the protocols that we can apply, and we can see how the network will perform, like in terms of latency and so on. So this is where we are going to simulate like our result, and we are going to finalize. So this is just an idea. This is how my system will look like, right? So yeah. So in summary, this is the implementation of our proposed solutions. We do have smart sensors. Smart sensors are connected to the edge gateway, and the edge gateway is connected to other two edge gateways for two streets. I only took two streets, Smith Street and West Street. And on those two streets, we do have smoke detector, fire detector, motion detector, webcam that can monitor whatever that's happening in those two streets, like in terms of buildings and so on. Remember, we are dealing with smart home, smart industry, smart traffic. Yeah, and based on that, those sensors can be detected from the server And from the saver, we do have different savers, like the authentication saver. You can see here, those are my improvements, like in terms of security. You can see that here I do have different savers that we are going to apply in order for our proposed solutions to be secured. You can see here there's a firewall saver, there's a saver for backing up data, there is an authentication saver that we need to configure. This is the security that we are going to apply on top of the scenario A, and see to compare now how scenario A will perform and how our proposed secured solutions will perform. Thank you very much. And yeah, this is the end of my presentations. Just to conclude, I wanted also to say thank you to my supervisors, Professor Adetiba and Prof. Marion, for supporting us, for giving us the chance to understand how IoT works and how we can manage IoT infrastructures, especially for myself. I do more projects when it comes to smart cities, and especially sometimes I look at also health. But for now, I'm only dealing with smart city. Thank you very much, and see you to my next presentations.